Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by uranium explorer Toro Energy, ASX code TOE. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now by the Executive Chairman of Toro Energy, Richard Homsany. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Matt.
Okay, the recent surge in demand for uranium has prompted Toro Energy to investigate the potential spin-out of its portfolio of non-core nickel, gold and base metal assets in WA to focus solely on uranium. Encouraged by record prices earlier this year and the increased interest in uranium driven largely by the global net zero movement, Toro has scrubbed up its 2022 scoping study at its Lake Maitland uranium project in WA with more up-to-date assumptions, and I've got to say the numbers are compelling. Okay, Richard, we'll get into that in a minute, but firstly, tell me, where is your Lake Maitland uranium project and what's the current resource estimate there?
It's 700 kilometres northeast of Perth, and at Lake Maitland we have 22 million tonnes grading at 545 ppm U3O8 for a total resource of 26.4 million pounds U3O8. But the overall resource at Wiluna is 52 million tonnes grading at 548 ppm for a total resource of 62.7 million pounds U3O8.
Okay, well, let's get into that scoping study with some rapid-fire questions. Firstly, what's the expected mine life of this project?
17 and a half years.
How much money is it going to make a year on average? Let's go with EBITDA.
It averages 131.6 million Australian dollars for a total EBITDA over the project of $2.3 billion.
What about a net present value on the project in today's money?
Yeah, we've upped that by about 35% to $832.8 million Australian before tax.
What's it going to cost to build?
290 million Australian dollars, including contingency.
And what about a pre-tax internal rate of return?
48%.
Now, this project has some vanadium in it too. What percentage of the revenue will come from vanadium?
It'll be less than 5%, so it's cream on the cake, Matt.
Okay, let's go back to uranium. How much is uranium selling for a pound right now? And how much do you say Toro can produce a pound of uranium for at Lake Maitland?
Currently, spot prices are around $85. Over the life of the project, our all-in sustaining cost at Lake Maitland will be $30.55 US per pound, and in the first 7 years, it'll be a very low $22.58 per pound.
Now, your previous scoping study on this project was released back in 2022. What are the key pricing assumptions you've made for this update?
We've been conservative and assumed an 8% rise in cost, and we've done the model at the current spot price for uranium, and it still delivers a windfall gain.
Richard Homsany from Toro Energy, thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears. And remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should, of course, seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB, 3AW and 4BC websites and click the Public Companies tab.